Okay. Gentlemen, it's Chapo, Monday, April 11th. And, before we begin today's episode, I got a little stick in my craw. Just something I've been thinking about. Just something that's been getting a bad rap lately. And I'd like to stand up for something that people have been beating up on a lot lately. And I think it's time to
beating
stop
off to a lot also.
Yeah. I think it's time to stop and stand up to the bullying. And, of course, I'm talking about seed oils.
Folks, let a man eat some seed oils.
I think they're great. I'm having a glass of seed right now. And I honestly, I've never felt better. I don't understand why all the hate for seed oils.
I don't know. Maybe Felix, do you know why people are mad at seed oils?
I mean, no, not really. I think it's just like one of these like stupid ways that Americans reconcile their own diets, where it's like, well, everyone eats 4,500 calories for every meal and drinks 200 ounces of soda. And their favorite meal is the bread and tortured cow sandwich with a side of fries and bread on the fries. And they're like, oh, everyone in my family has gotten like love handle cancer because of carbs. I just have to stop eating carbs. I should still eat this Bergen-Belsen meat. But it's actually, I have to stop eating carbs and replace any time I would eat bread with just eating like a block of cream cheese. And with seed oils, it's like, oh, well, I eat 7 pounds of food every day. But the fact that 5 of those pounds are cooked in seed oils is the reason why, like, I feel bad all the time. But like, you could just have smaller portions or like better food. You don't have to like completely cut everything out. But that's kind of like the only way we really do things.
Well, I say you could take my seed oils when you grab them from my wet, sticky hands.
Yeah. I will. I'm gonna eat everything with sunflower seeds and the unfortunately named seed that rhymes with grape. But I don't care if it makes me gay or not gay or whatever they do, whatever people say. I'm gonna eat them.
Full disclosure here. I mean, I've taken an advisory position on the Olive Oil Defense Council.
Well, wait a minute. See, that's the thing. Is olive oil a seed oil? Because it's not a seed. It's a fucking little guy. It's a little.
I actually don't know what seed oils are. I don't know, but olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. I mean, are these seed oils? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I literally do not know. I know that like canola oil is a seed oil. It's a sunflower seed oil, right?
Peanut oil. That's got to be a seed oil.
That's right. Is that a?
Wait, that's a nut.
Seed?
That's a nut. I don't know.
Peanut isn't a seed. It's a legume.
If you plant a peanut in the ground, will it grow more peanuts?
No,
I just love
no. You need like a peanut incantation.
It's like we're finding out like, oh yeah, like everybody now who's been alive for the last 30 years is 90% plastic. I got to cut out that seed oil.
Yeah. I love like Americans are the only people who could invent like having an eating disorder where you still eat 7,000 calories a day. We're so awesome. Like keto and now like the no seed oil thing where it's like, well, no, like the baseline for every diet is that you eat the most food ever. You just have to like take out one thing that it suddenly makes your life incredibly difficult.
Was it like you eat a credit card's worth of microplastics every day or something like that?
Every night while you're asleep, 12 credit cards sneak into your mouth and you eat them. That's what I heard. That's what my cousin told me.
Every night when I'm asleep, I have like a MasterCard crawl out of my mouth, like in Twin Peaks: The Return. Yeah. But then they come back in by the end of the day. Where does it all come from?
Has anyone ever had like sleep paralysis where the 5 guys hold you down and just squirt seed oil into your mouth and then like jam a credit card into your asshole? I'm like, I like the credit card of plastics that I currently eat. It's not like a bullshit one like the Chase Sapphire, the credit cards of millennials that was for millennials because it was like, this gives you points back when you buy a meal in a bowl. I use the or I eat the Delta Sky Miles Amex every day, and it's great. I'm getting rewards, and it's a higher quality plastic. And most importantly, people with student loans cannot get it.
I keep getting credit card offers in the mail, and obviously, like, I respond to all of them, so they send me new credit cards that I run over a microplane and just give a little garnish to any meal I prepare.
Yeah, I've been taking a rock of Coke and cutting up credit card fragments and railing them. It's a really hard, just brick of Coke. I'm using to crush this plastic.
Trying to get that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people cut up cocaine with credit cards. I say just add a little garnish too.
Yeah.
You can do more with a credit card or a hotel room key than just process cocaine. You can, like I said, run it over the microplane.
Cocaine isn't psychoactive. It turns out this entire time it was credit cards. These microplastics were getting us high. And I just, I cut out the middle, man.
Yeah, I enjoy smoking my credit cards. A free-based MasterCard, that's where it's at.
I don't do that because that's more addictive. I do inject in between my toes sometimes.
I skin pop Amex.
Don't you hate it when there's your mailman's late, he doesn't send you the new credit cards, and you have to lick the microplastic residue off your shirt to get a hit?
I'm boiling down my urine to get the microplastics in there.
Well, okay, yeah. If you put 8 ounces of urine, which you if you can't make it, you should have it laying around. You just put it in really cold water and run it through a cheesecloth. You're gonna filter all the pee out and get all the nice microplastics, and then you can make your very own lean.
Yeah, no, I mean, how about some macroplastics? Can I get some of those?
Baby.
Now we're talking. Macroplastics.
I don't think I can handle it yet. I got to get my tolerance up before I try to jump to macroplastics.
I just could get a little bit of macroplastic, dip it in some seed oil, swallow it. It'll go down easy. It'll go down nice and smooth. Then you got some nice macroplastics rummaging around your intestines. I think it's good though.
Seed oil and macroplastics is actually the recipe for the limitless drug from the film of that name.
As long as you're talking about Amerifat excellence and loving burger, I'm wondering, just in terms of a contrast to American society, it's my new television obsession. Have you guys heard of or seen this show, Old Enough, on Netflix?
No.
Okay,
and not Google that.
Yeah, I know it's a disturbing title, but it's an adorable show. It's a Japanese TV show that making it's an American video on Netflix.
I'm calling the police right now. I hear Japanese TV show. I dial 911.
I actually have heard about this.
It's each episode is about 10 minutes long, and each episode essentially follows a toddler, like a 4 or 5-year-old, as they attempt to run an errand for their parents. And that's walking a mile to the grocery store, picking up stuff for lunch, walking back home. And it's a great show. It's riveting television. I'm rooting for these kids so hard, as they waddle across the street and attempt not to fall down, and hand the clerk 100 yen to pick up some tempura and bring it home. But these kids, they're doing great. And I was just thinking, there's obviously a lot of reasons that this show would never work in America.
Yeah.
But chief among them is that a self-driving Tesla would wipe out an entire season's worth of these plucky toddlers.
Absolutely. Or one of those SUVs they have now that are so big. Have you heard about this, guys? Have you heard about this? There are SUVs now where the profile is so high for the cockpit that you can fit 4 cars or 2 or 3 cars below it where it would be in front of it and you wouldn't be able to see it. And they have to have a front-facing camera so that they can see what is underneath the top of the fucking hood. These children would be annihilated.
I mean, you kind of need that. Every day at the grocery store, since Brandon got in there, it's a war. You're fighting over grain. You're fighting over who gets the last $700 bag of gruel. You need a military vehicle to do that.
Yeah, no, and it's just it's a vision of Japanese society that makes it seem very pleasant, but mostly it just seems it would be nice to have once again to hammer home this old hobby horse. if every American town and city weren't based around driving cars everywhere, like you could send your toddler to the grocery store. But as we just experienced in Dallas and Texas, if we did like Texas version of Old Enough, they would have to cross like 8 lanes of a freeway just to get to the corner store. Not
Yeah,
possible
no.
here. And also,
I gotta
like,
say, I think it might make a more entertaining show.
yeah.
Yeah. The like
Be more
the
exciting.
estimated lifespan of like an unaccompanied toddler in most American cities is like 7 minutes before they're completely flattened, just fucking pancaked by like one of those 14,000-pound SUVs that Matt mentioned that are named like the Avalanian.
Yeah, it's like being one of the first Red Army wave into Stalingrad.
Yeah.
If the child in front of you drops their binky, pick it up.
Well, also, I think it's just like I think in America, like people would be just so concerned that like the first 30 seconds your child is out of your field of vision, like someone will just abduct and kill them or something like that. It's just people are very afraid in this country. But I think we should put toddlers to work. Send them to the grocery store, make them buy stuff. Because it's a way to inculcate self-confidence that doesn't involve just telling your kid how smart and special they are all the time. Be like, okay, prove it.
Yeah,
Go get me some milk.
There'd
Go give me
also be
some seed.
people who,
Go get me
like-
some seed oils and microplastics. Could you just go to the microplastic dispensary and just bring back about 14 grams of microplastics so we can have dinner tonight?
People would want to work again, too. Like, Jesus.
Ugh, toddlers don't want to work anymore.